Alejandro, ¿qué pasa? Cat. Mune, 416. Derek, Peyton, Jill, and Bruno. Dudette, I haven't seen you in a while. How you guys doing? Well, hello. Joe Necco, how are you today? Joe Bruman, how you doing? Araspa, Investrate, how are you? Well, good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. LICN. What the heck is LICN? Not even a hi, hello? LICN. No options, no thank you. Okay? LICN. No options, no thank you. So that's pretty simple. It's the master of disaster. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Rich Bruner at the Coast House without the kids. The Coast House. West Coast, East Coast, North Coast, South Coast. RGTI. RGTI. What the heck is that? Never a good thing, if I have to say, what the heck is it? Look at that movement. It goes from $1 all the way up to 17. If you don't think there's going to be profit taken out, no. Texas Coast. Well, not quite sure I like that idea. Dooley Drama, how are you today? Keep fight. What's happening? Miguel, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Chris Baldessari. Cool name. What about MU? Micron. Ooh, look at the numbers on Micron. Check it out. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, big drop. 88.64. The 89's 133. We got our winner for the day. Boogerator. Okay. HE, Monopoly Company. Yeah, HE is going to be a no. Okay, let's hold tight. We're taking a look at Micron. So let's take a good look at Micron and see if it fits. Okay, a year ago, Micron's at 86.97. The bottom of the year was in mid-February at 78.26. And we got a double top back in June. Okay, so the double top in June, 157. Then she drops, bounces back up, and goes sideways for the last 3 months before dropping right here just recently. Well, let's take a good look. Now, the last 90 days gives me a good idea of what the investors are thinking. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Smooth movement over the last 3 months. Well, what happened here? Okay, big drop. Now she's going sideways yet again. So the last 30 days, here we go. The last 30 days. We're at 100, jump up to 112, and then we drop all the way down to 84. 20, 30, it's like 30 points. $30 drop on a $112 stock. Well, that's a 25% drop. Landon Marsh, how are you today? That's a 25% drop last week. Well, there's going to be some consolidation here and going back to the upside. But it hasn't started yet because the bottom was Friday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday is just kind of going sideways. But here's the thing. Do you like Micron? Now, I bought a bunch of Micron earlier during the year. I buy it when it's at the right point. Well, right now at 88.64, the 89s go for 133. That's 1.5%, if it makes sense to you. Do you like the company? And that's a very big question. If you don't like it, don't buy it. It's actually that simple. All right. Ooh, I got a really cool announcement. I'm going to wait till there's a bunch more people on. I got a really cool announcement. So anyway, if you like Micron, fine, dandy. I have bought it before in the past. I will write it down for next week because it is on my list. Alrighty. Okay. Booger Eater. That's a horrible name. HE. Isn't that Hawaiian Electric? Yeah, no. Sorry, Hawaiian Electric stopped paying dividends a while ago. You know, remember that the Hawaii fires? Yeah. No dividends for quite a while. So Hawaiian Electric is going to be put on the back burner for quite a while. They got quite a bit of hurdle to overcome after all that crap that happened over there. It still boggles my mind that the federal government won't let people on their own land. Anyway, so that's that. Okay, M. Salim, Laes. Never heard of it, dude. Laes. That's a hell no, dude. Okay, I'm not quite sure what you're thinking. When I say dividend stocks and you give me that, I don't know what to say. Texas Coast, got that. Nice. Cool beans, Mr. Chris. Rich. Sashasky? Well, how you doing, Rich? Dogs Talk. MVST. What the heck is MVST? Surprise at MVST. Microvast. No. TANH. Hell no. All right, before I go any further, I think I might need to set a few ground rules. Ground rule number 1. Anytime you come to a channel, a private channel, that says something to the effect of this: dividend investing for weekly cash flow, and then you come up with stocks that don't have dividends, it kind of boggles my mind. Because if it doesn't have a dividend, what does it doing on dividend investing show? Okay, that's number 1. Okay. Number 2, when I say I only look at companies that have weekly options, why would you give me companies that have no options or monthly options? Neither one of those work. Gen Xer 99, cool beans. Hold tight for a second. I'm going to see what Mikey has to say over here. Mike, what do you got? When you buy a stock, do you immediately submit a covered call or wait to see? No, immediately. Actually, I do it as a double trade. Okay, it's actually called, what is that? What's my opinion on Ford? Okay, Luke, we'll take a look at Ford. I'll write that one down. Okay, we'll take a look at Ford. So give me a minute or two. See what happens? I forget what I was talking about. Damn it, don't get old, folks. It's no fun. Public stocks, what's your opinion? It is private. Okay, if it's private stock, why are we looking at it? Makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? When you buy a stock. When I buy a stock, I buy the stock and sell the option at the exact same time in one trade. It's called a covered call. We're actually going to do one or two of them in a little bit. Liz, or US, how are you today? We're going to do one in a little bit, and you'll actually see why I buy the stock and sell the option at the exact same time, because they're tied together in a covered call. Okay? Acquire to inspire. Public stock. You actually have to give me the ticker symbol so I can take a look at it. And if it's a private stock, there's no sense of looking at it, because private means we can't buy it, we can't sell it, so there's no point in even looking at it. Alrighty, TANH. What the heck is TANH? It's a no is what it is. Silly me, I should have known that one. Why not, why not buy a bull call spread a few days? Okay. US, here's the thing. You've been here long enough. You have heard me say it over and over and over again. The only one trading strategy I teach here for free every single night is the covered call against a dividend stock. It is the simplest, safest, most predictable trade that I know of. If you know of another simple, safe, predictable, consistent trade, okay, remember, simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. If you know of one, let me know. Because when my daughter was 9 years old back in 2008, she said, "Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing?" So I said, "Yes, let me figure it out for you." So it had to be simple, safe, predictable, all that stuff. It had to be, because she was only 9 years old. So if it worked in 2008 and it continues to work now, why would I want to complicate it? I consider this as a stepping stone trading channel. Stepping stone means just to get you started. Okay, for people that are interested in investing themselves, but a spread trade, no, they're not. Then they're not simple either. Okay? Okay, spread trades are not easy. They're not simple. And it's definitely not safe. I've lost a whole bunch of money on spreads. Because on a spread, you don't own anything. You just have the rights. You don't own the stock. Owning the stock gives you equity, gives you something. Worst case scenario, you end up with a company that consistently increases their payments to you through the dividend. Okay? A spread, worst case scenario, you lose money on both sides. Okay? You own nothing. You just have the right to buy something. No, don't get me wrong. I love spreads. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I do love spreads, and I do spreads in my private trading group. Okay, I don't teach that here. Here I teach a simple, safe, predictable strategy. Is the Iron Condor a safe strategy? No, not really, because you don't own anything in the Iron Condor. It's just a bunch of call options and put options that you maneuver around to make a safe trade. But worst case scenario, you could lose everything. Okay, worst case scenario, sometimes a stock will go bankrupt, a company will go bankrupt. But I really don't see Coca-Cola going bankrupt, or Ford, General Motors, IBM, AT&T, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. These companies are over 100 years old. They've seen a lot of shit. I don't see them going bankrupt, disappearing. What's your stop loss percentage? Luke, you're missing a huge part of the equation. I heard Ford was traded by bots a lot. Yeah, it probably is. Okay? So let's get back to your other question. Stop losses. What part of simple did you not quite understand? Okay, a covered call doesn't use stop losses. You buy the stock, you sell somebody the rights to buy it from you for basically the exact same price you just paid for it. Collect 1%, great. 1% a week is 50% per year. That's the goal. If 50% per year for 5 or 10 minutes of your time every day is not worth it to you, then you're definitely in the wrong place. Adults have a tendency to make it more complicated than it needs to be. My 9-year-old daughter was easy to follow directions. Okay, number one, I had 5 rules. Number one, never buy something that's not on the list. What do I mean by not on the list? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, we take our list of stocks. Okay, you find a good company you like and you put it on your list. Ford is on my list. General Motors is on my list. Bank of America, AT&T, IBM, Home Depot, Lowe's, Colgate-Palmolive, Clorox. A whole bunch of companies are on my list. So rule number one for my 9-year-old daughter, never trade something that's not on the list. If it's not on the list for the week, don't even bother looking at it. It is simple. Because if it's not on the list, don't bother with it. Well, this list has Micron, AGNC, John Deere, Fifth Third Bank, Humana, Mondelez, Annaly Bank, U.S. Bank, Nucor, ABM, Cardinal Health, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Cisco. All these companies I've heard of. Rule number one, never buy something not on the list. Okay, that was the number one rule for my daughter. Number two, never sell at a loss. If you don't want to own it, it should not be on your list. If you buy it, great. Buy it and hold it until it hits your target. Okay? I buy it the first thing in the morning on a Monday. Okay? Always 2 weeks before the dividend date. If the dividend date, ACN right here on the 16th, I want to buy it 2 weeks on a Monday. It gives me 3 weeks for that thing to move up for me to make the 1% that I'm looking for. If I don't make it in week number 1, well, great. I'll do it again. And I'll collect another premium on week number 2. If I don't hit it for the second week, well, fine. I'll do it a third time. And I will collect another premium, and then I will collect the dividend. Okay? Now, I don't really want to collect the dividend because usually after the dividend, the stock goes down. So I look at odds and probabilities. If the stock continuously goes up every single year just before the dividend, now all these little green dots represent a dividend date when the stock is going to pay their dividend. And if the stock price increases before the little green dot, I want to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday. Okay? Covered call is the safest trading strategy that I know of. Okay, extra luck. Why do you teach this? Stocks are investing, no clue how to do anything like that, as I've never known anyone. Extra luck, that's only a half of a question. I'm not quite sure if you had another half to that. Let's see. I've never known anyone. Okay. Can learn from. Okay, 2 weeks before. Thanks. Okay, US, you got it? No, I'm terribly sorry if you have a difficult time learning. Okay, not much I can say other than the trading strategy I am teaching here, I created for my 9-year-old daughter. So if you can't absorb it, I'm not quite sure how to explain it to you in a manner in which you will understand. Okay? Okay, when she was 9, 5 criteria. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That's the 5 criteria I had to come up with. So I came up with 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy something that's not on the list. Or never buy something you don't want to own, or never buy something you don't want to understand. However you look at it, if you don't like the stock, if you don't want to buy it and hold on to it, don't buy it. It's actually that simple. Okay? Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose. US, hold on a second. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Rule number 4, weekly options only. No weekly options, no thank you. No dividends, no thank you. Rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. We'll be getting into that a little bit later because we are going to do a couple of practice runs so you can see what it looks like. US, what do you have? Yes, but you have 100,000 starting portfolio, James. I only have 500. It'll take me 200 years to make something out of it. Absolutely wrong there, dude. Okay, US, I'm going to do something for you. Couple of things. US, I know nothing at all about you whatsoever. Okay? But here's the thing. I've been working since 1973. 1970. Do you have any idea how long ago that was? My first job, 1973. Okay? $5, $10, $20, $100 here and there. Over a 50-year period, yeah, it's up over $100,000. Terribly sorry. You know, it should be more, but it's not. It is what it is. So you're just starting out with 500. Let me show you something that I don't really show to people. So let's take a gander at this. Now, you say you have $500. Lovely. Okay, so this here, hopefully you can see it. This is live on YouTube, the screen behind me. So if you can't see it on your iPhone or your tablet, go in the other room, turn on the TV, pull up YouTube. It's the10minutetrade.com. It is live at this moment in time. As we're speaking, it is live. Okay, so what you're looking at is a weekly compound interest calculator. Now, this didn't exist 15, 20 years ago. I had to create it. What does it do? Well, start out with a number that you have to start out with, because we all have a different number to start with. Great. Well, US, you have $500. All right. RS, James. No Bitcoin at all, sir. Terribly sorry. I don't do cryptocurrency. Okay, not yet. Not until you can let me know how I can safely, predictably, and consistently gain a weekly cash flow from cryptocurrency without having to sit in front of my computer all day. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, so back to you, US. You have $500 to start out with. Okay? Periodic deposit. Now, this part is going to come in handy. Well, number 1, you actually have to make a commitment. How much are you going to invest into your future on a weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, yearly basis? And it has to be a number that you can stick with it. Is it $5 a week? Is it $20 a week? Is it $50 a month? Is it $1,000 a month? That number you have to choose, and then you have to stick with it because the calculator wouldn't work otherwise. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, all right, just hypothetically, you start out with $500, and if you cannot scrape up $5 to invest in yourself, I have no idea what to tell you. $5 a week, every week, no matter what. $5, $5, $5, $5. Great. Now, I teach simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week strategy. Okay? If you can't figure it out, you're going to have to do something. It's not that difficult. Seriously, it's not. 1% a week. So we're going to change this to interest rate. Okay? Because I'm showing you how to get 1% a week. We're going to set it at 1. Okay? Deposit frequency. Once a week, every week, $5. Commit to it. Okay, now, time frame. You can do it monthly, you can do it yearly. Well, you're starting out with $500 and you're only putting in $5 a week. Well, let's not exaggerate, okay? Let's go for 10 years. Okay? What can you expect to have at the end of 10 years? Starting out with $500 and only investing $5 a week. Now, it's not that simple, because you do have to put some effort into it. When I say, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, that means you got to put in at least 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day is not that much. If you have to, take your little tablet or your phone into the bathroom while you're doing your thing, okay, actually do your trades. It's not that difficult. All right, so after 10 years, starting out with $500, $5 a week, at 1% a week, after 10 years, $176,000. What did you put into it? You only put in $3,100. It's the power of compound interest that's doing the work for you. You sound like a New Englander, no, a hiking trail in Vermont. Yeah, it's called the Appalachian Trail. It starts in Maine and it goes down the Appalachian. It's a couple hundred miles long. I don't know if you want to do it, but it is. As a matter of fact, my friend has a piece of property that actually borders the Appalachian Trail. That's where I was up. I was up there a couple months ago. Anyway, so US, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Start out with $500, $5 a week, 1%. That's 5 or 10 minutes every single day. You take a look at your account. What am I doing? What am I not doing? What's next? Blah, 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 whatever. Okay, there are places you can buy fractional shares. If you can't afford 100 shares, maybe you can afford, because $5 is not going to get you anything, but it will get you a portion of a company. It's called a fractional share. But the consistency is what you need. Consistency and tenacity. Ooh, that's a good one. Stick-to-itiveness. Whatever word you want to use in order for you to create a new habit. Your new habit, $5 a week, 5 minutes a day. Take a look at your finances. Okay? If you can get 1% a week over a 10-year period, your $500 will grow to $176,000. Okay? And 1% of $176,000 is $1,700 a week. If you can't live off of $1,700 a week, yeah, consistency. Okay, if you can't do it consistently, then don't even bother. Because I've seen way too many people start with great intentions and just say, you know what, I needed the money. I needed a new set of tires. Okay, I needed to go on this vacation. I needed a new pair of boots. Okay, whatever. You can make whatever excuses you want. Nobody has more interest in your money than you. And if you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for you. Alrighty? Alright. Gen Xer99 wants to take a look at U.S. Steel. I like U.S. Steel. I do. U.S. Steel, U.S. Steel, U.S. Steel. Wow. I missed all these questions. Now, I'm going to ask you guys very politely. Okay, only ask a question once. I will get to every single question. Okay? Please, I will get to every single question. Please don't repeat them. Are you bullish on Tesla? 1948? No. Very simple. 1948. Are you ready for this? It's simple. It's easy. You ready? No dividends. No thank you. No weekly options? No, thank you. I don't want to be bothered. Yeah, Tesla's a great company. It consistently goes up. Wonderful. Not what I'm looking for. Okay? Two opportunities. Cash accumulation or cash flow. Okay? So you either put your money into a stock that increases in value, accumulation, or you're putting your money into a company that pays you a dividend, cash flow. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for cash flow. Tesla, no thank you. Okay, Gen Xer 99. Let's do this. I like US Steel. I have more US Steel than I probably should. I usually like to cap it off at 50,000 per position, but I have one account that I put 70,000 into US Steel because I'm really bullish on US Steel. It's US Steel. It's at an all-time low for the year. So why the hell wouldn't I? All right, anyway, let's take a look at US Steel. Ooh, I want to show you a trade I did yesterday morning on US Steel. Freaking awesome. Okay. Now, here we go. Here's the high of the year. Was at a little over 48.5. Drops down to 26 in September. But basically just stayed in a trading range between 36 and 40 for almost the whole year. All right, well, fine. But where is it now? Well, right now, it's at 31.30. Okay, so 31.30, the closest one is going to be 31.15. Okay, 115 for the 31.50s. Do you have any idea what that means? That's over 3%. If you can get 3% every single week, and US Steel has been freaking ridiculous for the past couple of weeks, 3 to 5% every single week with US Steel. Well, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. It's US Steel. They've been around for over 100 years. Okay, they're very rarely at this point down here. Okay, so for me, this is not advice. I'm not telling you to go out and buy it. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying I like US Steel, and this is what I'm buying. Okay, anyway. The Great Escape. Hi, James. Does US Steel buy its resources from Canada? Really don't know. I look at the basics, the simplicities of it. Okay, number one, it's US Steel. It's been in business for over 100 years. They've seen a lot of shit. World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, the Great Depression, the stock market crash, the oil embargo of the 80s, Y2K, the dot-com bust, 2008. What happened in 2008? They had a crash in 1987, and then they had, the pandemic in 21, the financial crisis in 08, and they're still increasing their dividends. And look at the premiums they're paying. 3% for 1 week. Housing crash. Okay, what does US Steel have to do with the housing crash? Think about it, seriously. Oh, the housing crash, that was in 08, the financial crisis. All right, so anyway, I like US Steel. So let's take a look at it. Significantly, why the 334s are trading higher. I honestly couldn't tell you that. Seriously, I couldn't. But I want to show you a trade that I did yesterday morning. I know, Mike, I know the concept is to buy stocks a couple of weeks before the ex-date, although you also consider stocks even if the ex-date is 1 to 2 months out and looks good? Yes, I do, as long as it is on my list. What do I mean by that? If a company is on my list, let's say Ford's on my list, General Motors on my list. If I don't have any decent trades, I will dump it into a stock that I know has great premiums, US Steel being one of them. Okay? And I look for the patterns. And we're going to get in that in a little bit, because the chart will tell me when to buy. The numbers will tell me if I'm going to buy it or not. Because the chart says, okay, it's too high, it's too low, it's right in the middle, it's a great place, depending on what your strategy is. I'm not a long-term buyer. I don't buy and hold anything. I want to buy something, collect a nice premium from it, and then be on my way to the next company. Because we looked last night, there are 9,817 different companies we could invest in on any, look at that, on any day. So why would I congest myself with something that's not giving me weekly cash flow? Weekly, every single week. Okay, now I like the Dividend Kings. 54 companies have consistently increased their dividends. Great. Dividend Aristocrats. 67 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Dividend champions, 150 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Dividend contenders, 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. Now, why am I emphasizing consistently increasing their dividends? Well, a dividend is a mathematical problem. Not a problem, but a situation. It's all math. Okay, if the company makes X amount of profit, a certain percentage of that every single quarter or every single year goes back to the investors. So if the company makes more money, the investors get more profits. So work the equation backwards. If the dividends keep increasing, well, logic and common sense tells you, well, the profit's got to be increasing, because they can't give you more money as a dividend if they're not increasing the profit. It's just common sense. Okay, so those 5 lists: dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders. For the fun of it, let's just throw in Warren Buffett's list. The guy's, phenomenal at picking stocks. Great. If it's good enough for him, good enough for me. Now, out of that 9,817 companies, only about 300 make my list. Great. So what do I do with it? I take the list and I throw it into the calendar, because I honestly really don't care what the company does. As a matter of fact, I could care less who they are. My concern, major concern, are they consistently profitable? That's concern number 1. Number 2, do they have weekly options available? Remember the part where I said I want weekly cash flow? If it doesn't have a weekly option, I honestly, and I don't know why people don't understand this, I honestly don't care. I don't want to waste my time looking at, I'm not window shopping here. Okay, I'm not looking, oh, that looks lovely. No. Okay, I'm a hunter. I go, I see what I want, I grab it. That's it. If it's not on the calendar, not on the list, no, it's not even a consideration. It's actually that simple. If it's not on my list, it's not even a consideration. Okay, I don't even want to look at it. I want to be in, I want to be out, and I want to be on with my day. You're going to get to a point where you're retired and you're going to decide, hey, how do I want to spend my time? I don't want to spend it in front of a computer. All right? So, that being said, let's finish up with US Steel. All right, so Mike, hopefully that answered your question. Andre, I've got a couple questions there. When to sell? Okay, do you ever trade Berkshire Hathaway? Nope. No dividends, no thank you. So you pick one, whoever it is, and then you weekly, monthly, yeah, something like that. Okay, Okay, Andre, how many cents to the dollar do you get in dividends from companies? What companies is your pick or regular on your dividend stock? Okay, Andre, those are good questions. Okay, I have over 300. Okay, and it changes every week. Great tea deal, thank you. Okay, glad you like it. All right, so let's get back to US Steel, because I want to, Gen Xer, I want to show you this really cool trade I found yesterday morning on US Steel. You're going to be like, holy shit. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, so the high was 49. That was a year ago. Bottom was in September, 2680. Look at where we are for the last 90 days. Look at the pattern. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. Well, cool. Now, let's look at the last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 40. We jumped all the way up to 41.76. Okay, that was on the 2nd of December. All right, well, then she drops, and here's the bottom right here. Last Friday is the 30-day bottom. Well, what usually happens on a 30-day bottom? Well, the stock usually goes right back up again. Well, this one is kind of going sideways. We had 2 days to the upside, Monday and Tuesday. So I jumped in Thursday morning. Well, let's see what kind of a trade that I did. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's go here. Okay. U.S. Steel. Okay, so here's U.S. Steel right now. Okay, Gen X, are you ready for this one? U.S. Steel right now is 31.30. Well, look at the 32. Ah, shit, it's not on there. Okay. Let's go this way. Right there. Okay, here we go, right up here. Okay, this is a trade I did yesterday. Okay, I bought the stock at 31.64. Okay, 31.64. I bought the stock at 31.64. I sold the 32, and look what I collected. $2.16. Now, I know you don't know what that means, but hold on a second. Watch this. I'm going to create a duplicate order. Can I create a duplicate order? Okay, create a duplicate order. Get rid of this. Okay, now I'm creating a duplicate order to show you the numbers. Are you ready? So confirm and send. Here's the order that I placed yesterday. Okay, buy 10 covered calls on X, which is U.S. Steel. 100s, those are the weeklies. 3 January 25, that is next Friday. Okay, I bought the stock at 29.48, limit order, good to cancel, blah, good to open, yeah, whatever. So here's my break even, 29.48. Well, the stock was at 31.68. 31.68 was my what was the purchase price. But look at the break even. Almost $1 less than what I paid for it. So if the stock goes up, great, I make my money. Stock stays the exact same, doesn't move at all, I make my money. The stock can even come down a little bit and I'll still make my money. That's what I'm looking for. Stocks only move 3 ways: up, down, or sideways. So if I got a trading strategy that makes money when it goes up, great. If it makes money when it goes sideways, even better. 2 out of 3. But here, January 3 January 25, not 25 January. It's 3, the 3rd of January. It's next Friday. Okay? What was I saying? Oh, stocks only go 3 ways: up, down, or sideways. So if it goes up, I make my money. If it stays the exact same, I make my money. That's 2 out of 3. And if she goes down a little bit, I'm still making my money. Do you see the beauty in that? Up, profit. Stay the same, go nowhere, profits. Come down a little bit, profits. Okay? Now, here is what I'm making. $2,520. All right? Okay? So, I'm going to show you 2 different numbers. Gen Xer, very important. I'm going to show you 2 different numbers. The number right here, okay? Cost of trade including commissions and fees. 29,486. So let's just do the math on this first before I show you the second number. Clear that out of the way. Profit is $2,520. Now I'm going to divide it by what it cost me for that trade because I bought 1,000 shares. Mike, what if the stock goes down more than a little? Then what do you do? Okay, Mike, hold on a second. Just hold on. I'm going to get to the answer. Hold on. That's my profit, $2,520 for this particular contract. Now, understand how it works. I bought 1,000 shares of U.S. Steel. I bought it at whatever the hell that price was, $29.40, whatever it was. Okay? I sold 10 contracts. That means I'm giving someone else the rights to buy it from me at the exact same price I paid for it. Now, I'm collecting $2,550. It cost me $29,486. Hold on, don't run away yet. It gets better. Seriously, it really does. So I'm going to divide it by the purchase price, $29,486. Now, if this was an all-cash account, that's how much it would have cost me, $29,000. That right there, all cash, is 8.5% for 1 week. Okay, so somebody asked, what if the stock goes down? Yeah, what if it goes down? You're forgetting rule number one. Rule number one is never buy something you're not okay with owning. Don't understand, you want to hold for the rest of your life. However you want to interpret, never buy something you're not okay with. Okay, so if you're buying a stock, it means you have done it before. I'd like to think you've done it before. So you know there's a 52-week high and a 52-week low every single year. All right? Now, every day, that number changes because one day drops off and another day adds on. So, are you okay? And this is a big question. Number one question, does it make sense? Do I like U.S. Steel? Okay, number one, does it make sense? Number two, do I like U.S. Steel? Number three, do I like U.S. Steel at this price? Number four, do I like this company and am I willing to hold it regardless what happens? Well, they pay a dividend and they increase the dividend every single year. And every 90 days, you get a premium. You get a dividend just for owning the stock. But here, we're adding a new, let's call it an ace up the sleeve, a little trick, a little hack, whatever you want to call it. You're adding a new strategy, a new twist. So rather than just buying the company and holding onto it for 10, 20, 30 years, well, great. You're going to collect the dividend every 90 days, but I'm also going to collect a weekly premium. Now, I originally bought this at 41, but yesterday I bought this at 32. Okay, hold on. Okay, so wait, I haven't shown you step number two. Okay, hold on. Gen Xer, I expect to hear back from you after I show you this. So, all cash account, 8.5%. Nobody gets 8.5% on a weekly basis. Okay? You multiply that by 52, all right, because it's 52 weeks in a year. That's 444%. Think about it. That's freaking cool. All right, so let's get rid of that. All right, now I want to show you the second set of numbers. And the reason why I'm showing the second set of numbers, because once you first start, okay, you trade all cash account. Never, ever, ever trade a margin account until you understand the risks involved, because you're actually borrowing someone else's money to do this trade. Now, I've been trading over 20 years. I know what the risks are, and I'm about to show you the rate of return on this particular account, because this particular account is a margin account. Okay? Leverage. Hold on. Here we go. You ready? Now, it's the same profit, 2,520, 2,520. Okay? And I divide it by how much money I had to put into the trade. Okay? Come over here and see this number right here. Buying power effect, 7,688. So I didn't have to put up 29,000. I only had to put up 7,688. So let's figure that out. 7,688. And what rate of return do I get on margin? 32.7% for 1 week on U.S. Steel. So the question, okay, do you ever trade all day or a couple of days before the dividend are given? No. I like to stay away from the dividends because stocks go down after the dividend. Okay, just to answer that question. Another question, what was it? All day, couple of days, best before the dividend. I do 2 weeks before the dividend, Andre. So anyway, Gen Xer, okay, 32.77% on a margin account. Now, I don't ever recommend anybody new doing a margin account, and think very hard before you do margin. If and when the stocks go down, yeah, you lose a shitload more. So don't do margin until you understand the risks involved. I understand the risks. This trade was so good for me. You check this out. This part's funny. Get out of there. I did it here. Okay. And it was so good. I said, oh, hell, I'll do it again. So I did it. I did it twice. I mean, it's like I was expecting to spend $29,000. But when it said I only spent $7,800, I said, oh, hell, I'm going to do it again. So I bought more than I should have. So instead of making $2,500 this week, I made $5,000 just on those two, that trade and that trade. Okay, so Gen Xer, I want to hear what you had to say to that one. Okay, so let's get out of there. But that's how you do a covered call. Find a good company, make sure you're okay with everything, blah, 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 yada, 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 all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Okay, Marcus Smith, SO. Isn't that Southern? Isn't that Southern company, SO? SO. And don't they have like, yeah, they have like no dividends? Sorry. $5,000 a week is massive. Well, yeah, but there's a lot of risks involved also. Is there somewhere I can get a list of the best dividend stocks? Yeah, go to Google. Best dividend stocks 2024. It'll give you the whole list. Okay, so Southern Company, no dividends, no thank you. TM, what the heck is TM? TM. It's never good when I have to say, Toyota Motor Company, yeah. No. Monthly, I don't do monthlies because you cannot get a weekly cash flow from a monthly option stock. What does it doing needs to be assured. What does it doing? I have no idea. Okay, Marissa, DJT. Okay, you weren't listening to the part where I said 20 years of increased profits. DJT is not even 20 years old. No possible way they can have 20 years of profits. Do I ever do commodities or oil companies? Yeah, well, oil companies, yes. Commodities, no. There's no predictability in commodities. Well, there kind of is, but the performance is not predictable. CLRB. Oh, PBR. Peanut butter and raspberry. Tony B, huh? PBR. Now, I was pretty sure at PBR, the dividends weren't that great. PBR. Now, I like using 3M. Ooh, US, 3M. I like them. Okay, PBR. Let's take a look at the dividends and see how wonderful they are at paying their dividends. Okay, 2010, only 14 years, but they're missing a few things. 13, 14, okay? Right here. No dividends in 2015, 16, or 17. And then they went from 44 cents a share down to 3. Okay, that's going to be a no right there. There's no consistency with their profitability, Tony. Okay? Now, Tony, I said there's over 9,000 different companies. What was the riskiest trade and what was the VX on it? Okay, Andre, dude, you're missing something. If you get called, do you automatically buy or wait until the next dividend? I wait until the next dividend. Because the stock has a tendency... Oh, let me get rid of this screen. It's kind of bright. The stock has a tendency to go up in price just before the dividend. So you got quarter 1, January, February, March, quarter 2, April, May, June, quarter 3, August, September, October, quarter 4, wait a minute, October, November, December is quarter 4. You know what I mean, 4 quarters. They pay a dividend once per quarter. Okay, now if I'm looking at 300 stocks and there's 266 trading days, each quarter has 13 weeks. You take 300 companies and you compress it into 13 weeks. That's anywhere between 10 and 20 companies every single week to choose from. So if I like PBR this week, great, make my 1%, wonderful, sell it, get rid of it, and then there's another company right around the corner doing the exact same thing. So it's buy it before the dividend, get your profit, get out, wait 90 days for it to come around again. If it's a good company and you like it, you can trade it 4 times a year, get 1% each time. That's 4% from one company. That's the way I do it. But I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just saying this is what I do. Okay, Cameron, CLRB. Never heard of it. CLRB. No. by VIX, I mean, I know what the VIX is, okay? Yeah, I don't need you to explain it to me. I know what it is, and you're missing the point where I said it has to be simple, okay? When I say simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose, that's exactly what I mean. When you throw the VIX in there, now I have to explain to a 9-year-old little girl what the VIX means. No, that's not simple. That's not easy. That's throwing another piece into the puzzle, making it a little bit more complicated. No, sorry. Shay, man, I'm sorry, but what exactly is your play? You're not trying to live off the dividend payouts, but instead trying to make an option trade that is influenced by the dividend payout. You're absolutely right. Now, the option play, think about it this way. There's over 300 companies every quarter, 13 days. 13 weeks. Week 1, okay, hold on a second. Let's go here for a second. Let's get out of there. Let's go October. Come on. Okay. October 2024. October is the first month of the fourth quarter. Okay? Week 1 of the fourth quarter. Week 2 of the fourth quarter. Week 3, week 4, week 5, all the way up to week 13. We are currently in week 12. Week 12 just finished. Today is the last Friday of the trading year. There's no more Fridays this year. We have 2 days left, and this year's over. Okay? We are here. Okay? Week 1 in the fourth quarter looks the exact same as week 1 in the first quarter. Okay? Looks the exact same as week 1 in the second quarter and the third quarter. Good idea, Mr. James and Mr. Shea. Cool beans. Okay, I missed a question there. Thank you. Clarity. You think that, Shay? All right. So back here. DJT, no, has not been around. Okay, Toyota Motor Company, no. PBR, no. CLRB, we already looked, no. Degrassi, you were talking about if the channel says the following, these dividends are not dividend stocks. You're absolutely right. No dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. It's actually that simple. Okay, Parker Wood, what makes you think XRP is a dividend stock that has safely increased its dividend? Dude, no, XRP is not safe. Okay? Do I ever do cash secured puts? Yes, I do. But not here. Here I teach one strategy and one strategy only. I consider this as a stepping stone. You learn this, great. Then come to me after you perfect it. Andrew, I have nothing to do with it. It's all this guy. All right, Shay. All right. So if price tanks, you just hold, collect dividend. Once price comes back, then you sell. No. Okay, Mike, hold on a second. Mike. Hold on a minute. Before we go much further, give me a dime so I can phone my... Okay, U.S. Steel. Let's go U.S. Steel up here. All right, you ready? Here's U.S. Steel. Here's the high, 48. Here's the low, 27. It shoots up, it pulls back. Now, I bought U.S. Steel. See, here's U.S. Steel right here. Okay, view trades. Okay, I originally bought U.S. Steel at 41. Okay, 41 right there. I dollar cost averaged down with 32.92. And then, lo and behold, yesterday I bought some more at 31.50 and 31.64. Dollar cost average. So what happens? So my average price now is 35.78, but the stock is only at 31, less than what I paid for it. But here's the thing: do I want to sell an option at the mark where I'm at? My dollar cost average is now 35. No, I'm going to sell the 33s. Why? Okay, the highest rate of return is going to be at 31, which is at the money. I don't want to do that. because my chances of being called out is higher. If I'm called out, that means I'm going to lose on the stock price. I want to go far enough out where I'm still bringing in some cash flow. So the 33s, hold on. Here's the 33s right here. So the 33s are going for $1 a share. Now remember, my original price is 41. 41, okay, $1 on a $41 stock is 2.5%. Okay, it's all a math problem. Do I like you? I said, well, yeah, I do. I first got in it at 41, not even on the chart, way up here. It's currently right there. Do I really honestly care that it's down? No, I have no intention on selling it for less than I paid for it. However, every single week, I am going to sell a covered call against it. Sell somebody else the rights to buy it from me. At the money, no, because I'm into it at 41. I'll do 33, 34, 35 because it's still paying me. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for cash flow. Andre, any thoughts on Intel? Like Intel. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices? No. NVIDIA? No. Also, any thoughts on Ford? Yes. General Motors? Yes. Coca-Cola? Yes. I like all those except for AMD and NVIDIA. Reason being, Andre, AMD, no dividends, no thank you. NVIDIA, okay, what is NVIDIA? Hold on. Just for the fun of it, NVDA. 137. Okay, Andre, pay close attention to this. All right? Now, you like NVIDIA. Good for you. Now, let me ask you a question, which I already know the answer to, but I'm going to ask it to you anyway because I don't think you know it. What is the book value for NVIDIA and what does it mean? That's number one. Another question for you. You ready? What is the dividend for NVIDIA? And how many years have they consistently increased the dividends that they give to their shareholders? Those are the two questions. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I probably doubt you know the answer because I just don't think you know the answer. I don't want to insult you because I don't know who you are and I don't know how offended you may be. But here's the thing. NVIDIA has a book value of $1.74. So if the Supreme Court comes in and say, hey, you have to liquidate and pay off all your investors, you're getting $1.74 per share. You're paying $137 a share, but you're only going to get back $1.74 because that's all it's worth. Okay, question number 2. What is the dividend for NVIDIA? At this moment in time, the dividend for NVIDIA is, you ready for this? Drum roll, please. 1 penny. That's it. 1 penny per share. You're paying $137. The profits they're sharing with you is 1 penny. That's 4 cents. 4 cents for the whole year. To buy a $137 stock, you're getting 4 cents a year in dividends. That's it. I am honest. I am not sure. I am asking to see, Yeah. Andre, no dividends. No, thank you. Book value, crazy. No, thank you. I don't do NVIDIA. The numbers just don't work for me. I'm not offended. Okay. But think about it. If you're going to buy a stock, okay, NVIDIA, book value $1.74. Dividend, 1 penny. Take a look at Ford. Okay, Ford is at $10.03. The book value on Ford is $14. $14. The book value is higher than the stock price. General Motors, the same thing. General Motors, the stock price is lower than the book value. AIG, same thing. The stock price is lower than the book. So if a federal court, Supreme Court comes in, you need to liquidate. You're losing a shit ton of money with NVIDIA. Ford, you're making money. Okay, General Motors, you're making money. Even if they're ordered to divest, sell off everything they own, you're making more money off of it. Okay, check the numbers before you buy anything. That's why rule number 1. Never buy something you're not okay with. If you don't understand the numbers, don't buy it. US, so enter 2 weeks before the EX dividend date. Jade, how are you? You want to co-host? I have no idea who you are, Jade, so I'm going to say no. Sorry. If that day 3 you make you 1%, bye-bye. All right, no need to ride the train. Okay, I'm going to read that again slower, okay? Enter trade 2 weeks before EX date, if you forgot, on a Monday at the open. Okay, if at day 3 you make your 1%, it's bye-bye. No, that's not what I said. Okay, 80% of all options expire worthless. So if I buy the stock on a Monday, at the opening of the day, I sell a covered call at the opening of the day. Whoever buys that option from me has between the time they pay for it until the time they expire to do whatever they want. I'm betting it's going to go to 0, or if it goes up, somebody will buy me out. One or the other. I really don't care how I make my 1% as long as I make my 1%. Now, the strategy allows you 2 or 3 different ways to make your 1% with the covered call. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just showing you how to consistently, safely, and predictably make 1% every week. Okay? So, where were we? Degrassi, you were talking about if the channel says... Okay, yeah, I get that one. XRP is dependable and safe. Parker, no, it isn't. Okay, it's not has not been around over 100 years yet. Okay, you like that one? V Chen, hey James, thanks for teaching this second week and making money. Got a little over 2% this week. Chen, awesome, dude. I don't remember getting my Christmas present, my Christmas bonus. Anyway, Shay, okay, you're buying stocks as shares that will kick you out dividend payments. Okay. While collecting premiums, selling calls that would have you in profit if they end up exercising the option. Basically, yeah. Shay, it's not that difficult. Apple hits 260 on Friday. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. AAPL. Okay, I don't do Apple at this. Don't get me wrong. I bought Apple a couple of times this year, but right now it's at the high of the year. If you take a good close look at the Apple stock, look, it went down a year ago, then it went up. It went down, then it went up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And then she bottoms right here in April. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up. See, it goes up, people take profits, and it pulls back. Andre, I have put you on my calendar to listen to a daytime at this time. Well, I am blessed. Thank you there, Mr. Andre. All right, so I don't like buying at the high of the year. If you take a good look at it, you're very knowledgeable. Thank you, Andre. If you take a good look at it, it is prime for profit taking. Stocks go up, people take profits. Stocks go up, people take profits. Well, look where it is now. Okay, 260 was the high. That was just, a day or two ago? It was yesterday. The high was yesterday. So today it was a little bit of a pullback. Now, is it enough to create a domino effect where she keeps dropping until it reaches another bottom? Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's it. Okay, Apple's on the way up. Is it on the way down now? Don't know. One day does not constitute profit taking. It just could be a glitch. Okay? But if tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay. Snake Jones, what's happening? All right, Shay. Yep, wanted to be clear. Listened to you a handful of times, but haven't grasped it this much. Okay. If you don't know, you don't know. It makes sense. I understand. You don't know, but just keep listening more. Watch some of the examples I do. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Oh, and XRP is totally safe and reliable. Don't get me started. Don't. Okay, XRP has not been around for 20 years. No possible way they could have 20 years of increased profits. I don't care how hot the stock is. Right, you ride the wave wherever you want. Okay, the wave's not in my harbor. Don't really care. Symphony, where can you get your latest book, The Art of Dividend Investing? Oh, believe it or not, I wrote it. You're going to think this is kind of funny. It's sad, but funny at the same time. Book number 14. I've written 14 books. Book number 14 is sitting on my computer. I have not uploaded it yet. And here's the funny part about it. It's been done since February. 10 months, and I still haven't put it up online yet. What are your thoughts on Palantir? Palantir, no dividends, no thank you. Okay, PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. That's my thing. All right, so let's keep on keeping on. Yep, I'm playing. Degrassi, foundation and tech stocks solid, 2025, blah, blah, blah. Prove that I'm a real person. Here we go. Got it right the first time. Foundation and tech is solid. 2025 to 2027 will come up with better, more efficient tech. Could very well be. Not something I want to do. On Dem, can I join the private group? Well, the private group's $100 a month. If you want to do that, great. You can ask any questions you want. Look over my shoulder. I show you 3 of my accounts live. You get to, if you want to copy my trades, hey, more power to you. I answer whatever questions you may have. Jacob, you want to take a look at ExxonMobil. XOM. Well, look at that. ExxonMobil and almost all the oil stocks were dropping for a couple of weeks. Finally found its bottom. Now it's turning around, going back up. That's exactly what I look for. Okay, a good company, ExxonMobil, they've been around for over 100 years. They consistently increase their dividends. That means they're consistently profitable. How often does a new name get added to your list? Okay, the lists, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, they get updated every single year, right? The first or second week of January. I sent you a message on Facebook using your website. I sent you an email using your website as well. Okay, Andre, okay, I will take a look. Now, I'm not on the computer as much as you think. Okay, what kind of trades are you doing in the private accounts? You realize there's actually little. Okay, hold on a second. Right here. Okay, here's all the different possible trades you can do. Okay, single, vertical, back ratio, calendar, diagonal, straddle, strangle, covered, collar, butterfly, condor, iron condor, vertical roll, collar with stock, blah blah blah. Whole bunch of them. Whole bunch of different trading strategies. Very, very confusing, time-consuming to understand them all. I only teach one here for free. Okay? I'm actually giving it to you for free. I'm not asking you to buy anything. Okay? The reason why I'm doing it, I got tired of the little guy getting shit on. Me. I was a little guy. I still am. Okay? I have no magical powers. Or I'm not one of the elites. I'm not in the upper 1%. No. I'm a little guy. I was a welfare baby. We grew up on welfare through the 60s and 70s. We had nothing. Okay, do you ever buy calls or puts? And when you have a certain circumstances such as oil, Exxon turning around from the bottom. Okay, absolutely no. Shay, I stick to one trading strategy and one only. What do you think of the big banks, the ones that cause you a crisis? Do you trade them? Unfortunately, I do trade them if they're consistently profitable. Bank of America has been around for over 100 years. Wells Fargo, over 100 years. Did they shit on us? Yeah. Do they keep increasing? Yeah. So you got to figure out, do I really care? No, I don't. Is the company consistently profitable? Are they in an uptrend? Am I going to make my 1%? Okay? I want to take a look at the chart, and I don't even want to see who it is. I don't. Because there's only one high of the year. There's only one low of the year. Okay? You can tell where the pattern is. Where is it going? Well, great. Wonderful. Well, right now, it's at 106.48. Okay, so the 107s is going for 86 to 97. Not quite 1%. So it's going to be a no. And I really don't care who it is. It could be IBM. It could be AT&T. It could be Sally Seashells. It could be Joey's Shoes. It could be anything. Do the numbers work? In this case, no, the numbers do not work. Do I really care that it's ExxonMobil? No, I like ExxonMobil. I've bought them many times. But this week, the numbers aren't working. Okay, on Dem, you asked me again. Okay, so here we go. Over to the website. Where the hell is it? Here, no. The 10-minute trader. Okay, The 10-minute trader right there, which says trading live online. That's for the live morning trading group. You just click on that and that'll take you to my Patreon page, which is the membership site, which is where you join up and then you get a private link every day. All right. Okay, Jacob, where I looked at ExxonMobil. Ride guy just there to watch. Bernstein's Lehman Brothers. Yeah, I get it. DJT. Okay, Marissa. DJT is not 20 years old, so how can they possibly have 20 years of increased dividends? Andre, what is your Monday opening trades? I want to join your morning and evening community. Okay, I showed you the link, okay? In my bio, the 10-minute trader, it's in there a couple of times, live trading. Sylvie, I'm a registered pro, and I've been trading for over 27 years. Covered calls is the best strategy. Sylvie, you are so nice to say that, to agree with me. You really should send me a number, and we should chat. I got some questions for you. Seriously, I do. I'm interested in opening up my own fund or selling my own shares or selling my own corporate bonds. Okay? Always can use someone who has some experience in that. Okay, was Silicon Valley Bank on the list? No, it was not. I had YouTube covered calls. Now it's all clicking together. Lindarella, how are you today? How about AGNC and Flick? Jesse, how are you today? Let's check it out. AGNC. AGNC. Okay. AGNC, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down. Here's your high. Your low's back in April. It's currently at 933. The 950s is going to be the closest. 2 cents, 3 cents. That's not the worst part. Okay? That's not the worst part with AGNC. Jesse, look at this right here. At the money, which is 937, which would be 950 would be at the money. Okay, or 9, and then the 950 is one strikeout. 2 cents, 3 cents, no. But look at the next ones, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, the premiums are absolutely horrible. So if you're off, you get absolutely nothing. So I would be looking at companies that have better premiums. So stocks go up, stocks go down. You are going to buy something and it's going to fall and you are going to have to hold it. But with a company like this, you're not getting anything. Okay, remember with U.S. Steel? Look at U.S. Steel. One strike out of the money, $1.15. That's over 3%. Okay, 4 strikes out of the money, you're getting $1, the 33. That's 3%. Okay, Dell is the same way. Okay, you get nice premiums, even 2, 3, 4 strikes out of the money. Now there are a few companies that have horrible premiums. That one, AGNC. Look, 0, 0, 0, 0. No, thank you. Energy Transfer, same thing. Okay, 1, 0, 0. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, it's all a numbers game. When it comes to your money, nobody has more interest in your money than you. So why would you put it someplace where you're risking getting nothing? Okay, stocks go down. They do. That's all they do. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. Yeah, every once in a while they make a nice big run, but then they come back down again, and then they go back up again. If you're expecting a stock to come to your house and wash the dishes and take out the trash, maybe make the bed, tuck the kids in at night, read them a story, no. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. Do not expect more of a stock than for it to go up or for it to go down. Andre, I'm a buyer. Sell me all the bonds and shares of your fund that I could stomach. Well, the bonds are going to be paying 20% a year. Okay, the shares are going to have dividends at 20% a year. Okay, if you're still interested, send me your information. Okay, Jesse, you want me to look at Flick? Never heard of it. That's why. Monthly, no thank you. Don't even want to bother with it. Okay, eyes. I have no idea. 51 years, no idea what that means. Gen X ain't nothing you can do about it. We all were there, brother. Okay, I have no idea what that means, but okay. Yep, that's a real question. Yo, 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 WW, what's happening? Thoughts on Apple? We just looked at Apple a little while ago. Okay, Apple is at the high. Well, actually, it's one day off the high. The high was yesterday. Today was a little bit of a pullback. It could be the start of a decline. Well, because stocks go up, they get to a point where everybody say, wait a minute, that's too much money. And then they come down. And then it's like, oh, wait a second, this is good. Then it goes back up again. What's the website? The 10-minute trade. Dude, it's right up here, top left corner. See where it says Dividend Stock Talk, my picture right there? Okay, yeah, click on that. That'll take you right to my website, The 10-Minute Trader. Now, I tell you, please do your research. Look it up. How long has The 10-Minute Trader been online? Who's owned The 10-Minute Trader since its inception? I'm pretty sure it's close to 15 to 20 years, that website I've had. All right, Rich. I put 200 on M. I have Dean. I'm assuming. Okay, hold on. Do you think we are in a tech bubble and ready to short it? Okay, Andre, let me put it this way, Andre. Okay, the stocks that I look at, okay, most of them are over 50 years old. Some of them are over 100 years old. Well, hell, Consolidated Edison is 200 years old. These companies have seen a lot of shit. What's happened in the U.S. economy over the last 100 years? World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, the Great Depression, stock market crash, the oil embargo of the 80s, stock market crash in 87, the dot-com bust, the Y2K crap, the financial crisis of 08, the pandemic in 21. All this crap has happened, but these companies keep increasing their dividends, and they're still in business. Coca-Cola's been in business for over 140 years. Okay, Walgreens has been in business for 170 years. Molly the Pomeranian, ooh, back again. What do you think of scalping method for day traders? I'm not a day trader, so I honestly couldn't tell you, but I do kind of scalp on because I'm only looking for 1% a week. If the stock's ready to go up, great, I'm jumping in, I'm getting my 1%, I'm getting out. What do I do after hours trades? No, I do not. Okay, honey hints, that I don't understand, sorry. I don't understand that either. Okay, I read English only. I can speak other languages, but I cannot read it. Sorry. Okay, let's keep on going with the questions. Dean, I'm assuming you're talking about Macy's. Okay, hold on. Where was I going? I missed all these questions. Andre, are you a contrarian investor? How much time do you spend researching company versus trading? Andre, dude, apparently you're not listening, okay? Somebody has already done all the research for me. What do I mean by that? Okay, let me explain it to you very simply, all right? Dividend kings. These are the cream of the crop. They have increased their dividends to their shareholders for 5 decades. That's 50 years. That means there's no possible way you can increase your dividend unless you are profitable. Okay? Because it's a mathematical equation. If the company makes X amount of dollars, a small portion of that goes back to the investors in the form of a dividend. If that increases every single year, well, the company has to be profitable every single year for it to increase. It's actually that simple. If the dividends increase, the profits increase. If the company has been in business long enough to have 5 decades of increased profits, well, that's good enough for me. That's all the research I need. Okay, they've been in business over 100 years. They've increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. That's enough research I need. And they have weekly options. Those are the only 2 criteria I'm looking for. Consistently profitable and weekly options. Now, we looked earlier today. We looked yesterday. We looked yesterday. 9,817 companies are in the American stock market that you can trade every day. That's a lot. But there's only about 300 that have consistently increased their dividend payments to their shareholders and have weekly options. Those are the only ones I'm interested. Okay. Rye Guy just here to watch. Bears, Stearns, and Lehman both pay dividend payers. Yes, but did they increase consistently every single year? Okay, for 5 decades or more than 2 decades. Okay, now I remember trading in '08. Okay, I've been trading for 20 years. Okay, Andre, thank you. I understand that now. I have another question. What are your thoughts on IPOs? Okay, dude, you were not listening at all. You said you understand, but you asked me a question about an IPO. And there's no possible way on God's green earth an IPO can have 20 years of increased dividends. No possible way. Okay? And an IPO is a speculative investment. That's for people who have a chunk of money that they can put aside and don't really care what happens to it. That's not me. Dude, I told you over and over again, I live off my profits on a weekly basis. 1% a week allows me to pay all my bills on a monthly basis. Okay? That's what I'm looking for. 1% every week, that allows me to retire at age 60. I don't have to wait to 65, 68, 72, whatever the number is nowadays. All right, let's go. Mark, how long will you keep U.S. Steel? Mark, that's an honest question. I appreciate that. I do. I will keep U.S. Steel as long as they continue to give me 1 or 2% every single week. You're selling before the dividend is paid, correct? Absolutely. Okay, the dividend has a tendency to make the stock go up. How do we get the calendar like that with the 300 picks? Well, you could join my morning trading group. That's one way. Or you could do your own research. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. There's a few others you could throw in there. You can put an icons list if you want, if you like them. Mike, sorry, I missed this, but could you show how you buy and put in a covered call at the same time? Yeah, Mike, as soon as I find another good trade, I will show you. So stick around. I do a couple of sample trades every night. Okay, I did 2 of them already. I will get to another one once I see the numbers that really look good. Okay, I'm waiting for somebody to give me a good stock to take a look at. Light bulb, Andrew, glad you like it. Do you sell cash secured puts? Yes, Doug, I do, but I do not teach it here. Okay? Now, I teach one strategy here. Once you perfect this one, great. If you want more, learn another strategy. I always say learn one strategy and then get really good at it. Gen Xer, crazy. I bought 400 shares last Monday, made 6% this week. Cool beans, dude. Andre, apologize. I mean, no harm. I'm just curious. I know now. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. I now know that one ought to look at dividend stocks for great payouts. Okay, wait. Andre, I never said dividend stocks make great payouts. The dividend stocks, I'm looking at the annual. Okay, huge change in your thinking process. Okay, now, more than likely, before you ended up here, you always think an annual percentage rate, annual yield. How much am I making this year? No. You have to change your thinking. How much am I making every single week? It's a huge it's a huge change in your thinking process. Because everything you do, everything you've done has been geared to annual percentage rate, annual yield. Well, how much are my monthly payments? What annualized? No, you're total different change. Okay, you're buying now and you're investing for weekly cash flow, not monthly, weekly. Is it a good company? That's the very first question. Is it a good company? Do I like it? Do I want to own it? I like U.S. Steel. I have no problem owning U.S. Steel. They pay phenomenal premiums. I can get 1, 2, 3% every single week. Why the hell would I sell it? All right. Hopefully that makes sense, Andre. Income generated, Doug. Crazy. Okay, Gen Xer, dude, seriously, gotta drop me your number. I'd love to have a chat. Only because I'm a Gen Xer. We're a strange bunch. Cash account or margin account. Okay, Henry, I have 6 different accounts. I share 3 of them. Okay? I actually show you both rates of return. Is it an all cash account? Good. I show you that rate of return. Is it a margin account? Yeah, I show you the rate of return. Doug, we already looked at AT&T. No. All right. Pig Toby. I'm going to call Pig Toby. PG Toby 1. Okay, Realty, dude, did you seriously ask me that question? Have you not looked at the consistency of which Realty pays dividends? Okay, no. You're new here because I would remember that name. First thing I thought of is Pig Toby. Okay, whether it is, whether it isn't, don't know. Realty income. Monthly options, hell no. Okay, but wait. It gets worse. It really does. Let's put in Realty into Yahoo Finance and take a look at how wonderful Realty pays its dividends. Okay, let's go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, 2010. Okay, so Realty has been paying dividends since 2010. Now, I apologize. I understand now. We'll dedicate more time to your content and books. I will look for the link to purchase. Cool, Andre. You want me to give me a buzz? We can chat. I love chatting with people like do. Okay, so Pig Toby. Okay, take a look. 2010. We're going to count. You ready? 2010. 14 cents a share. 2011. 14 cents a share. Tim, Nike, we'll take a look at it. NKE. All right. To MPW. I like MPW too. MPW. Okay, so let's get back to you, Toby. Okay? 2010, 14 cents. 2011, 14 cents. 2012, 14 cents. 3 years, no increases whatsoever. Okay? 15. Okay? 18. 2013, 18. 2014, 18. 2015, 18. 3 years, no increases. Okay, did you see that? 3 years, no increases. 3 years, no increases. Okay, 2015, 19. 2016, 20. 2017, 21. 2018, 21. 2019, 22. So it goes 3 years, no increases. 3 years, no increases. 2 years, no increases. Tim, Disney, we probably won't get to it. I got too many on my list. Okay. 19, 22, 23, 20, 21, 22. Okay. And 22, it's 25. 23, it's 26. 24, it's 26. Okay, so let's see if I can run this down. 3 years, no increase. Next 3 years, no increase. 2 years, no increase. 2 years, no increase. And it's like, no, where's the predictability? Yeah, chill later, I got that. Okay, Nike, MPW, Disney. We'll get to it when we get to it. I got a whole bunch of companies to look at. I got about 50 questions sitting here on the channel waiting for me to answer to. Alrighty. I got a question here from Hughley. Sir, I've been watching your content on YouTube. I enjoy your first 2 ebooks. Is your dividend software still available? Unfortunately, it's not. I wrote those books like 15 years ago. Are you still using the dividend capture strategy? Yes, I am. I'm glad you like it. The dividend capture strategy, it's an awesome strategy. It's simple, it's easy, it's quick. All right, so, Realty. Okay. It gets worse. It does. Hold on. You may not think so. When I say consistently profitable, I'm talking year after year after year. Not 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. Yeah. Okay, Tim, Macy's, we'll take a look at that. Okay, I can only go so fast, Tim. Just hang chill. All right. Can you recap your strategy? Uh-oh, where was I? Oh, wow. I missed all these questions. Okay, right here, Pig Boy. Okay, so Toby, let's get back to O Realty. Now, you see that they don't consistently increase their dividend, which means they're not consistently profitable. It is actually simple. If they're profitable, they pay out dividends. The only way the dividend is going to increase every year is if they are profitable more than not. So no. But wait. I hate to do this to you, but it does get worse. We're going to go over to the summary, okay, to find out what kind of a yield O Realty pays. So you invest your money into O Realty, $52.66 a share. Right there, see it? $52.66 a share. Look what the yield is. The yield is 6%. Okay, if 6% per year is okay with you, wonderful. What are you doing here? I don't do monthlies, they just don't pay the same. I don't do companies that are not profitable. It just doesn't work for me. And the yield, 6%? No. I'm showing you how to get 1% every single week, and you're showing me 6% a year? Yeah, no thanks you. Arvase, I lost my tail in PLTR, covered calls. Thoughts on weekly dividends, QDTE, RDTE, and XDTE. Okay, Arvase Gaming? No, 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 and no. PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. QDTE, no. RDTE, no. XDTE, no. Dude, you got, that's not the hat trick. A hat trick is 3. You got 4, dude. No, 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 and no. All 4 of those, no. Not for me. I wouldn't do them. You do them, hey, more power to you. No, thank you. I like companies that are consistent. Okay, see, if you're here, no, you have to ask yourself this question. If you're here looking for a light bulb that strikes, a lightning that goes off, or whatever, a stock that goes from here and shoots up, you're in the wrong place. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, weekly cash flow. Dividend stocks only that are consistently profitable and have 2 decades. For those you who don't know what a decade is, that's 10 years. 2 decades is 20 years of consistent profitability. That means year after year after year after year after year, it gets higher and higher and higher. It's actually that simple. So you don't keep dividend stocks long term. Mark, no. I'm in, I'm out. I want the 1%. That's all I want. Now, Mark, think about it. AT&T, great dividend stock. Wonderful. It pays a dividend 4 times a year. Great. There's 266 trading days in a year. Okay, so I like AT&T. Wonderful. 4 days. Well, now I got 262 trading days to worry about. Wonderful. IBM, another 4 days. So now I'm looking at 258 days that I got to figure out what to do. Okay? Then you throw in Colgate-Palmolive, you throw in Clorox, you throw in Ford, you throw in General Motors. It's over 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends to their shareholders. Those are the ones I want. Okay, let me just show you really quick. Okay? Let's get out of that. Let's go here, here, here. All right, right there. Okay, look what we got. Bank Mellon, Clorox, Lowe's, Kinder Morgan, Northwest National, Santander, Procter & Gamble, Fuller, Abbott Labs, AbbVie, Hormel, Mondelez, U.S. Bank, Comcast, Cisco, and a bunch of others that you probably heard of. Question, thoughts on Visa and MasterCard? Andre, MasterCard and Visa are both on my list. Okay, so let's keep on going. Raymond, SMCY. SMCY. Monthly. No. Actually, it's that simple. You can actually look. January, February, April, July. Those are all months. 27 December. That's today. 3 January. That's next Friday. 10 January. It's 2 Fridays away. 17 January, 3 Fridays away. 24 January, 5 Fridays away. Weekly options are totally different than monthly options. Monthly options, no thank you. And if you don't know whether the company you're looking at has weekly or monthly options, you need to go back to rule number 1. Never buy something you don't understand. If you didn't know, Realty didn't have weekly options, then why the hell are you trading it? If you don't know about the company, why trade it? Why put your hard-earned money into something you don't know or you don't understand? Andre, what are your thoughts on leaps? Love them. Okay? Not what I'm teaching here, though. Remember, one strategy only. I give it away for free. I have to draw the line somewhere. Okay, I could be here all night long and not even touch the tip of the iceberg of what I know, what I have rattling around up here. I share one strategy for free, only one. SMCY, no. Hughley, 143. Thank you. I plan to start with your dividend capture, the book, any ebook. Okay. Okay. Yeah, book number 14. I haven't put it up yet. I got to get around to it. HNST. Keen, really? Now, I'm making the assumption you are new here and you don't know because this is, I don't even have to look at it. It's a monthly optionable stock. Never heard of it. Mark, he does not hold them long term. Rich Bruner, thank you. IBM. Andrew, IBM, good company. IBM. Okay, weekly, take a look. 27 December, 3 January, 10 January, 17 January. Those are weeklies. All right? So let's go take a look at the chart. First thing, before I even look at the numbers are here. Before I even look at them, I want to look at the chart. I want to see 5 things. 5. Number 1, the high of the year. Number 2, the low of the year. Number 3, where was it? Number 4, where is it? Number 5, take your little finger and go like this. Up, sideways, down. Up, down, up, down. It's really not that difficult. Okay, it's like connect the dots. Okay, then I want to take a look at the 90-day chart. Okay, Tim, we are going to get a look at Ford. Just sit tight. Okay, 90 days. I want to look at 1 year, 90 days, 30 days, and then the seasonality chart. Those are the 4 I want to take a look at. Same thing. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it going? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Remember, it was created for a 9-year-old. She was 9 when I taught her how to do this. Okay, last 30 days. Pretty simple. Up, down. Now she's going sideways. Who knows where it's going? Andre, do you have any European companies with U.S. presence on your portfolio? Could be. Okay. Could take a look at my watch list. Let's get that. Here, this is one of my watch lists. Okay. Uh-oh. I need to pull it over because I can't see it. Okay. Here we go. WE&B, all these. I have no idea who's who. Okay, all I know is that they're consistently profitable. They're on my list. And I do update the list every year. Okay? AMG. How do you determine the book value, or is there a resource to look them up? User 8589042633952. Interesting name. All right. Book value. You go to Yahoo Finance. Okay? Yahoo Finance, over in the left-hand column, something that says statistics. Okay? Over here. Statistics. You click on statistics. Slide all the way down to the bottom. Realty has a book value of $3.94. Okay, the stock price is $52.66. The book value is $43. Okay, not that far off. I don't mind that. Joe Bruner. Oh, the news. Oh, yeah. Here you go. Okay. Joe Berman. What's the news? Okay, today is my very last Friday episode that I know of. Okay, as of next year, I'm not doing Friday nights. I'm not doing Saturday nights anymore because nothing really happens over the weekend. Okay, so it's going to be before the next trading day. So my next live will be on coming into the new year. Okay, so tomorrow night will be the last Saturday night. And then coming into the new year, it will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No Friday, no Saturday. Okay? I haven't been out dancing in about a year. I haven't gone out for dinner in about a year. I haven't gone out watching a sunset in about a year. Yeah. Time to make a change. This year, 2024, I've mixed 6 days. That's it. Every single night for 2.5 hours. Every single night for a whole year. Day 1, I missed because I was sick as a dog. I was only sick once this year. 2, very close personal friend of mine I had to take to the emergency room. Okay? Thank you for letting me slide on that one. And then I lost 3 days to the hurricane. Okay? Hurricane came right over the house. Right through St. Petersburg. No water, no electricity, no cable, no telephone for 3 days. It was like camping. It was fun. For me, I'm a Gen Xer. It was fun. I was prepared, I'm good. Don't worry about me. But I missed 3 days. Okay? And then Christmas Eve. I didn't do Christmas Eve. Well, because it was Christmas Eve. That's it. I only missed 6 days in a whole year. All right? I am going to do New Year's Eve. Isn't that weird? Anyway. AMG. So let's take a look at AMG. AMG. Affiliate managers. No. Daniel. Okay, Daniel, when I say no to monthly options, why are you showing me one that has monthly options? Asif. Hi. What is the stock code for Ford? F. Okay, now somebody asked me about F, so let's do Ford right now. Ford. Here we go. Now, I do own some Ford. Good job on the consistency. Thanks, Andre. Ford Motor Company, over 100 years old. Okay? The only car company that didn't take any money from the federal government. Good for them. A year ago, we're at 12. We jump all the way up to 1470. And then we drop all the way down to 950. Look at this channel right here for the last few months, just going sideways. Let me zoom into that and show it to you. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. When you're looking for consistency, when you're looking for patterns, okay, up, down. Gets down to a point, well, I want to buy. It gets up to a point, well, I want to sell. If it's going from $10.40 to $12.20, that's $1.20. Now, I know $1.20 doesn't sound like much, but $1.20 on a $10 stock, that's over 10%. What am I looking for? I'm looking for 1%. So, yeah, my 1%'s there. If it goes up 10%, yeah, I'll just take the 1. I'm only looking for 1. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. I don't want to sit in front of my computer. Now, I could sit in front of the computer and make a lot of money. But then how is that helping you guys? Okay? Now, I'm at the point in my life where I feel compelled, I feel a calling to share what I know. Okay? All right, so that's Ford. Here's your last 30 days. The high, the bottom. Look at that movement going to the upside. The bottom was right here last week. Now she's going up. Well, Ford, take a look. 10.03. Well, the 10 is going for 15 cents. Do you understand what 15 cents on a $10 stock is? That's 1.5%. 1.5% every single week is over 75% per year. Okay, if that number doesn't excite you, I can't help you out. I mean, who else do you know gets over 50% per year on a simple trading strategy? Okay, Michael, RGTI, we already looked at it today. It's a no. Simple, no. Okay, Ford, we got that one. Thank you. Our loco. For new investors, what does weekly options mean exactly? Well, here you go. You ready? A weekly option is something you can do every single week. A monthly option, exact opposite. You can only do it once a month. Now, an option is the right, not the obligation. That's a call option. There's call options, put options. I don't teach put options here. I only teach one. That is the call option. It is the right, but not the obligation. What does that mean? It means if I buy Ford first thing Monday at $10.03, I can sell a stock call option against it to let somebody else buy it from me at a certain price. Okay, it's called the strike price, 10, because it's the closest. The closest to 10.03 is 10. Okay, a certain price, 10, by a certain date, 3 January. 3 January is next Friday. If I don't want 3 January, I can pick 10 January. That's 2 Fridays away. If I don't like that, I can go 17 January. That's 3 Fridays away. If I don't like that, I can go 24 January. That's 4 Fridays away. The more time you sell, the more money you make. So if I'm doing this week, okay, I'm making 1.5%. 15 cents on a $10 stock is 1.5%. Okay, next week, 10 January. The 10 is going for 22 cents. That's 2.2%, but that's for 2 weeks. So it's only 1.1% per week, 2 weeks. Okay. If I go 3 weeks out, 17 January, well, now I'm making 29 cents. Now, 29 cents is not quite 1% per week. Okay, it's 2.9% for 3 weeks, not 1% a week. So that's why I like to do the weekly. It's the higher rate of return. Do I like Ford at 10? Well, yeah, I do. It's Ford. Okay, it's been around for over 100 years. They've seen a lot of shit, and they're still here. All right, so that's Ford. All right. Ooh, we're almost at 11 o'clock. Andre, does volatility ever scare you on options? It spooks me sometimes. Okay, Andre, you're getting into more complicated stuff. When I say this was correct, you know what? Andre, I don't think you've met the princess. So let's see her. Here we go. Okay, over to my YouTube channel. Okay, The 10-Minute Trader. Weird, right? Go to videos. Go to oldest videos. And here is JC, my little princess.
Hi, I'm JC, and as you being part of my internet lifestyle company, which my dad doesn't like calling that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks.
There's me, 15 years ago. Oh, look how much hair I had. And it's all nice, no gray. No gray 15 years ago. That's my favorite part. Okay, she was 9 years old. I had to keep her entertained. It had to be fun. Because we did. We had fun, and we started doing videos. So we have videos that are 10, 15 years old of me doing this strategy with my daughter 15 years ago. All right, let's get out of there. You don't want to see that anymore. All right, so anyway, that's who I created the trading strategy for. When she was 9 in 2008, she jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, can you please teach me what you're doing? I want to do it too. Okay, how do I feel about Kinder Morgan? Love it. As a long-term dividend stock. Okay, Pittsburgh Dev, you're under the impression that I buy something and hold on to it. No. Okay? I'm looking for weekly cash flow. Now, Kinder Morgan, it's a great company. They are a dividend king. They have been around, and they consistently increase their dividends. Okay, great. Wonderful. if you want to buy a stock that gives you income, well, Kinder Morgan's only going to give you 4 dividends a year. That's it. Okay, here, this strategy, I'm looking for weekly cash flow. So Kinder Morgan, okay, here's the chart. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at the movement. Nice solid movement to the upside, pulls back. Look at where we are right now. Okay, it's currently at 27.18, the 27.50s. It's going for 12 to 21 cents. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the company, but it's not giving me 1%. It's giving me less than 1%. Okay, so if I bought it at 27.18 and I sold at 27.50s, I can pick up 12 to 21 cents. All right, well, if I do the 27s, I'm losing 18 cents right at the top. So I'm walking away with 21 cents. Yeah, no, it's not 1%. Now, I like Kinder Morgan, I do. But the numbers aren't working for me this week. Everybody's different. Okay? Now, it does give you over 0.75. Now, 0.75 a year is over 35% a year, if you're okay with that. Now, Kinder Morgan's a dividend king. They've increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Okay? Good company. But the numbers just don't work for me. Oh, Joey, CVX, Chevron. First thing I always want to see, Joey, the high, the low, where was it, where is it? Take your little finger, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's turning around, going back up, 144.40s. The 144s are going for 135, not quite 1%. Okay, you take off the 40 cents, you're coming up with 95 cents? No, not there. Sorry. So I do like Chevron, and I have bought Chevron before. But it's always, to me, it's always about the numbers. Where's the best place, the safest, most consistent, most probable place to put my money to get my 1% a week? Not Chevron, not this week. Okay. I like the movement, though. Look where we are. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. She's going to the upside. Great. You can get 0.75%. That's over 35% a year, if you're okay with that. Braden Flores, we are looking at Energy Transfer. No. What's my opinion on XRP? They don't have 20 years of dividends. Okay? Not 20 years old. What do you think about Ricey? Never heard of it. If I've never heard of it, it's going to be a no. All right, user 766136856170. What a fucked up name. Why couldn't your parents name you Peter, Todd, Fred, Oscar? Oscar's a cool name. I'm going to call you Oscar. Oscar, GIS, General Mills. It's a monthly. It's a no. Sorry. Benny, newbie here. Cool beans. Welcome to the show. All right. How often are dividends paid? Benny, good question. Now, we looked a little while ago. Actually, we looked yesterday. There are 9,817 companies that you could invest in any day of the week. That's a lot to choose from. Out of all of those companies, about 5,300 actually pay dividends. They actually share their profits. Okay, so if they're sharing their profits, great. Here's how they do it. Some companies pay once a year. Some twice a year. Most 4 times a year. And very few every single month. Okay, they're all different. Now, most of the companies that I invest in pay quarterly, every 90 days. All right, Jay's perspective. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's keep on going. Now, when I say I do go over every single question, I do. So please ask the question once and only once. Okay, Oscar, I asked you once and only once. You asked me about GIS 3 times. Okay, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It just takes a while to answer each and every question. I don't want anyone to ask a question that I don't get to. Okay, Lapman 62, 20% a year, double in about 3 years. Yeah, you're right. Okay, with the company. Now, I've been doing this for a while. This year, 2024, I've done every single trade. Every single one of my trades is available online. Now, there's a reason I did it. Okay, a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to start my own fund. I want to start my own company. Nordstrom's JNW is going private in January, so we will have to take it off your list. Yeah, Sweetie Swag, cool beans, thank you. Sweetie, nice to see you. Thank you for the interaction. Thank you for the information. Every single trade I do is here. Now, I need to explain this to you because more than one person and I said, that's a lot of red. Aren't you losing money? No. The difference between the red and the green, okay? Green is where I am buying. Red is where I am selling. Okay? I do not like to take losses. Very few times will you ever see me take a loss. Now, there are 52 weeks in a year. 1 week, I actually lost money. 1 week, I lost money. 4 weeks, I didn't hit 1%. But I got 3 different accounts. 3 accounts I share with you. This account here is up over 80% for the year. Account number 2, that's up over 90% for the year. Account number 3, well, it's actually only been 6 months, but that's up over 30%. Okay, so Pat, Pepsi and Coke. You're not the first one to ask me to do a dissection between the two, but we'll do it. Hold on a second. So, as I'm saying, each one of my trades this year is logged in. Okay, so I do plan on offering, okay, eventually, sometime this year, my company is going to start issuing stocks and start issuing bonds, and they're going to be guaranteed at 20% per year. Okay, dividends, we're not quite sure about that yet because the profits, it's one of those weird things. But where else can you get a guaranteed 20% a year? All right, Pat, let's take a look at Coke and Pepsi. Coke, Dividend King Extraordinaire, over 140 years old. Here we go, take a look. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the movement? Up, down, sideways. It's at 62.50. Currently, 62.50. That's the price I can buy it for on Monday. Well, the 63 is going for 25 cents. The 62 is going for 74, but I'm losing 50 cents, which means I'm walking away with 24 cents. That's 0.5%. Okay, so Coca-Cola is paying 0.5% a week. Well, that's 26% a year. Not that bad if you think about it. All right, not that I would do it because it just doesn't make sense to me. Now, Pepsi. Okay, high. Low, where was it? Where is it? Where's it going? Down, up, down, up, down. It's bouncing right here. It's currently at 153.19. The 152.50s, they don't have a 153. Damn it. All right. So, at 152.50, if I buy it at 153, I'm losing 69 cents. You take 69 cents off of that, then I'm walking away with less than 0.5%. So both Coke and Pepsi are both paying about 0.5%. Andre, for your fund, what are the fee structure or percentage? Okay, Andre, the fee structure, there is no fee structure. Okay, what you see me doing now is what I'm already doing. So by me investing your money too, it's basically the same thing. Okay, the fee structure, I'm not, okay, see, I'm a little bit different than anyone else. Okay, every board member on my board is not getting paid a salary. They get paid by participating in the profits of the company. So there's no salaries. Okay, there won't be any salaries, so there won't be any fees. That makes sense? Okay. I'm tired of the little guy getting screwed over. Now, nobody gets 20% a year, so I'm going to be offering 20% a year to start. Okay, great. We'll work on it. If you're interested, fine, let me know. Now, see, I can do that here because the company doesn't exist yet. But once I form the company and I come incorporate and all that kind of stuff, I can't do this anymore. You got that, Andre? Cool. All right, so GIS, no. We already looked at GIS, General Mills. GIS. Okay. General Mills, don't get me wrong, great company, but it's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. A lot of sense? Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. Thank you. Rizzy the Grizzly. Rizzy the Grizzly. How you doing, Rizzy? Okay, thoughts on XRP. Rizzy, dude, come on. 20 years of profitability. XRP's not 20 years old yet. Okay, I don't tell anybody what to do with their money. But me personally, I will not put my money into a company that doesn't have 20 years of increased profits. What is happening in the economy is all program, political training regime, if you will. Yeah, Nicholas, I get that. I do, believe it or not, I do. But here's the funny thing. Okay, Coca-Cola has been around for over 140 years. They consistently increase their dividends. Okay, politics got nothing to do with Coca-Cola, nothing to do with General Mills, nothing to do with Ford, General Motors, AIG, Bank of America. Hello from Jennifer. All right. Thoughts on Alibaba? Okay, so Luis Prince, Alibaba does not have 20 years of dividends. TU. Salah? TU, what the heck is TU? TU. Tell us. No. Salah, tell us. Monthly? No, thank you. Okay, user, blah, 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 blah. GIS, no. James David, how are you today? Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. Isn't that from Bad Boys? Mike Lowry. Okay, do you own F Research? If your covered call underlying stock starts to fall a lot, what do? Well, I either dollar cost average down or I sell a lower premium. Not low enough to be in jeopardy of being called out and losing, but far enough away from where the action is to have some kind of cash flow but not have any risk. 86 is in the house. Woohoo! Hey, look at Quantum, QMCO. Show me 901. So show me 901. You're new here, but I will indulge you. QMCO. Now I'm going to hit the enter button and see how fast I can say no. Nope. That was quick, wasn't it? Doesn't have 20 years of dividends. No, thank you. No options. No, thank you. It's actually pretty simple. No dividends. No, thank you. No options. No, thank you. Shanton Alberti, glad that I found your channel. Could we look at Nike? It's almost at a 5-year low. I like Nike, okay? I bought some Nike just after the Olympics. Remember when that big drop right around the Olympics? Yeah, I bought some then. So let's take a look. NKE. He's not the only one asking me about the Olympics. Right here, take a look. The Olympics. This bad boy dropped. And here's the bottom of the year. Yeah, I was playing with it at the bottom of the year. Okay, you can go back and take a look at all my trades that I've done throughout the year, and you'll see I bought some Nike. Andre, can someone let me know where to find Mr. James's books? Okay, if you go to the bio, The 10-Minute Trader, my website, okay? Once you get to my website, okay, The 10-Minute Trader, as you slowly come down, view all. Okay, once you click on view all, okay, here's all my social media. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast. Yes, I have a podcast with over 500 episodes. LinkedIn, Patreon, TikTok, and Books by James. Books by James is on Amazon. Dividends on steroids, how to receive 10 to 20 checks per month like clockwork, dividends from monthly cash flow, dividend capturing, blah, 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 dividend aristocrats, top dividend stocks, trading with dividends, retire with $1 million, Dividend Kings, personal stock traders portfolio, blah, blah, blah. I've written 14, book number 14 is, I wrote it and I finished it back in February. I just haven't put it up online yet. As you can see, selling is not my strong suit. I don't try to sell things, people. I like to give things away. I like to, help out the little guy. So Nike, here we are at Nike. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Check it out. Okay, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways. We're at 76.42. The 77 is going for 55 to 65. Not quite 1%. Now, I do like Nike. I do. I've bought it before. And you will see, if and when you find a company you like, as you look at it week after week after week, you'll see some weeks it's going to be profitable. Some weeks it's not. It's actually that simple. The numbers work or they don't. 1% a week, $10,000 on my mill. I need to learn this. 10,000 for the week. Yeah. I get that, Lapman 62. That's what I tell people. 1% is 1%. Now, I don't care if you make 30, 40, 50,000 a week. It doesn't concern me. What is your rate of return? So if you got a mill, 1% is 10,000 a week. Okay, your math is a little wrong, because 10,000 a week is actually 520,000 a year. Okay, if you can't live on 520,000 a year, dude, you got to get another wife. Sorry, man. Okay, do you own blank research? If your covered call underlying stock starts to fall a lot, what do you do? Okay, let's go back to rule number 1. Remember I got these 5 rules? Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Basically, what does that mean? Basically, it means if you understand a stock, you know there's a high of the year and a low of the year. 52-week high, 52-week low. Look at the difference. The low of the year is 69. The high of the year, 110. That's a big spread. 110 to 69, that's $40 spread between the two. If you don't understand that, if you don't understand, you're buying a stock and it will go down, and it will go up, and it will go down. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. Okay? Now, if I buy Nike, okay, Nike has some okay premiums, okay? At the money, it's 107. That's over 1%. One strike out of the money, that's like 0.75%. 2 strikes out of the money, it's a little bit less than 0.5%. 3 strikes out of the money, well, I'm getting 6 cents a share. Not a lot. But here's the thing. Most people buy stocks and hold them for years and decades. If you buy a stock and hold it for a year, you're getting 4 dividend payments. That's it, just 4. And you might get some stock appreciation. Might. But I don't count on stock appreciation. I count on what I can see, what I can feel, what I can get, what I can walk away with. Okay? If I buy it and then I sell someone else the rights to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it, I'm walking away with the premium. Is the premium over 1%? Great. 1% a week, that's 52% per year. If and when it's not at, okay, it might, no, it will. Stocks go up, stocks go down. They do not come to your house. They do not take the dog for a walk. They do not empty the trash. They don't even freaking rake the leaves. Okay, they go up, they go down, that's it. If you're expecting more from a stock than it going up or down, you're deluding yourself. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. So if I buy it, 50% chance it goes up. If I buy it, 50% chance it goes down. The question you need to ask yourself, there's a few of them. Number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do I like Nike? Number 3, do I like Nike at this current price? Number 4, can I imagine myself buying Nike and holding on to it regardless what happens? Look at the high, 110. It dropped all the way down to 69. Can you buy it at 110, and when it's at 69, you say, I don't like this, but I'm not going to sell a loss. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose of the whole game. And don't kid yourself, this is a game. This is an adult game, Adult responsibilities, adult consequences. Kind of like Monopoly, but for real. Yeah, there are people out there that play Monopoly for real. Buy houses, 3 green houses, 1 red hotel. 3 green houses, 1 red hotel. Okay. Show me 901. It's at 68. It ran up to 90. Is the run over on QMCO? Now, we looked at QMCO. It's one of those companies that I always afraid to offend people when I speak my mind. It's a company I don't pay attention to because it doesn't fit. Okay? I can go to the store and see some really great, cool outfits that look really awesome. If they don't fit, I don't buy them. It's actually that simple. Did I miss your answer to my question about the book value? The book value can be found on Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, or any finance site. Austin, what's happening? Nike gonna tank. Okay, thank you for your opinion on that. Thanks, 86. It helps me go on to the next one. Andrea, how are you today? I know we've looked at CVS and Intel, and I feel like it's channeling more than going up. Okay. Okay, now, Andrea, CVS was channeling from May right until October. It broke out of the channel and it dropped. Now, it may form a new channel where it is, okay? But 2 weeks does not really constitute a channel. A channel's got to be a little bit longer. Mike! If I sell at Nike at 77, you would make 58 cents, but you don't look at that for your 1%. You're only trying to get 1% on the premium alone. No. Nope. Mike, it's an equation, all right? Let's go back to Nike for a second. Whoops. NKE. Okay. So, 67.42. That's the current price. The at the money option is the 76, and it's at 107. Okay, but if I do it 76.42 and I sell it at 76, I'm losing 42 cents right off the top. So that 42 cents has got to come from somewhere. So if we subtract the 42 cents from the premium 107, I'm walking away with 60, 70, 75 cents. Okay, 1%. Okay, at 76. That's a safe trade. Now, if I do the 77, well, the stock is currently at 76.42. If it hits 77 come Friday, which means the stock has to go up. Okay, huge difference between already in the money at 76 and now at 77, the stock has to go up. All right. Well, at 77, it only can go 3 ways: up, down, or sideways. So at 77, it has to go up. Going sideways won't work. Going down won't work. But look at the 76s. 76s, if it goes up, I make my money. If it stays the exact same, I make my money. And it can go down just a little bit. It can go down 42 cents, as a matter of fact. And I will still make it as long as it's over 76 by Friday. So here's the question. What are the chances of it being over 76 come Friday, as opposed for it to being over 77? So I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's a little bit of capital appreciation. But if I stack the odds and probabilities in my favor, which means what is the best and safest strategy here? So if I buy it right now, 76.42, and I sell the 76s, I collect this premium here. I subtract the 42 cents off of that, and what am I walking away with? Right around 1%. That's what I'm looking for. So stocks only move 3 directions. So at 76, if she goes up, I'm good. If she goes sideways, doesn't move at all, I'm good. If it goes down 41 cents, I'm still good. Now, look at your hand. 77s. Okay, if you buy it at 76.42 and you sell the 77s, you're not making your 1%. That's number one. But if she goes up, you get the premium and the capital appreciation. But here's the thing. The stock has to go up. Is it as safe as the 76? No, it's not. Because the 76, the stock doesn't have to do a damn thing. The 77, the stock has to go up. Okay? So I'm specifically, Mike, looking for simple, okay, covered call simple, safe, the 76 is safer than the 77, consistent and predictable. Okay? Predictable is what am I making on the trade before I even do it. Okay? Now, I'm walking away with 1% at 76. I'm walking away with less than 1% at 77 if the stock stays the exact same. Okay? But if she goes up, I make only 1% on the 76. On the 77, I make the 55 plus the 56, the difference. So I'm walking away with $1.11, which is more than 1.5%. So more profitable if the stock goes up. But if the stock goes up, you're going to make more money anyway. I prefer the 76. It's safer, it's more predictable, and I'm still getting my 1%. Okay, Mike, I hope that makes sense. All right, it's 20 past 11. I'm usually done at 11:30, so I'm going to stop looking at stocks, and I'm just going to start answering questions, okay? Okay, Lapman, 1% a year is 1% a week is 52% a year. No. 1% a week is 52% in simple interest. Compounded interest, I think it's like 67. But I don't like saying 67%, 50% or more. Okay, I began compiling a list. Any quicker way to identify weekly options available, or just click through? Okay, Michelle, or is that Michael? I don't know. You can go to CBOE.com, Chicago Board of Options Exchange.com, and you can look up every single stock that has a weekly option. That's the easiest way. All right. I went too far. Okay. I went too far. Okay, right there. Here we go. Okay. Yield Max pays huge dividends. Yeah, because they're not old enough yet. Okay, you got a young adult with daddy's credit card. Of course, the dividends are going to be huge. But where's the consistency? Where's the predictability? Where's the safety? There is no safety and predictability with a company that's just starting out. Okay, most companies don't get past 5 or 10 years. YieldMax, they're not 20 years old yet. How can they possibly have 20 years of dividends? Hello, any book recommendations to start learning and understanding stocks? I like the Wall Street Money Machine. Simple, easy read, easy to understand. Rich Bruner, good for you. Not sure how you kept the schedule. It really wasn't that difficult. Being retired, I have no obligations. So it was easy. Enron, dude, I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been? Happy holiday, brother. Keep up the good work. Woohoo. Woohoo. Okay, understanding option. Much appreciated. You got it. Nike, we already looked at Nike. Enron, great education here. I hope everyone understands the value. I hope so too. If you prefer videos, there's some good YouTube videos. Yes, there are. But you do hold on to some stocks. Hell no. Johnny Nato. No, I do not. No, the only reason I hold on to stocks is because they haven't hit my target yet. The only reason. Can we check ARR? You're a little late. We got 8 minutes left. I want to answer everybody's questions. My one of my objectives is to answer each and every individual question. All right, so I'm not looking at any more stocks at the moment. I'm going to be looking at questions and answering them. So can we check ARR? I'm pretty sure they're a no. They are a no. Monthly options, no thank you. Reckless grind, sorry about that. 86, he's mentioned he holds stocks. He's mentioned he holds stocks, but the channel is relevant to weekly dividends. Okay, Johnny, okay, no company pays weekly dividends. I use dividend stocks along with weekly options. Okay, weekly options is what gives me the weekly cash flow. And no, I don't hold on to anything. Okay, as soon as a company is not profitable, okay, let's take a look at Harley Davidson. Okay, I got Harley Davidson at 35, way up here. Right now, it's way down here. Okay, I'm not holding it because I want to. I'm holding it, waiting for it to come back up, so that I'm profitable. Now, I won't sell the 35 options because they're worthless. I will sell the 3150s, the 32s, or the 3250s. Okay, it's closer to where the action is, but it's far enough away where I don't feel the risk of being called away. Okay, can I look at XEI? XEI, sure. Here we go. No, how's that? They can't even find the symbol. So if Charles Schwab can't find the symbol, it's going to be a no. Okay, we got 6 minutes left. I'm not going to look at anything else. I rarely respond to TikTok. Wish you did. Okay, Enron, that's not true. I answer every single question that's put up. Second coming, haven't heard from you in a while. So Enron, I do. So Enron, I do answer every single question. I just don't answer them as fast as you want me to. Okay, you got to remember, I got 5 channels going, which means I have questions over here, and questions here. I answer every single question. It just takes a while to get to them all. Thanks for spending your Friday night. Cool beans. 86, his strategy is 1% premium. Receive, okay, got it. Enron, he gets to everybody, but it takes a while. Yes, it does. Let me know. I'm in with your company. All right. Okay, Arluna, if you're serious, drop me a line, send me a DM, send me a number, I'll give you a call, we'll chat. Johnny Nadeau, he talks about dividends. He doesn't stress on covered calls. Actually, I do, Johnny. Veritas, no. All right, Johnny, all he's doing is covered calls, actually. He does them on dividend stocks. Yep. Does he read this chat? Start fresh? Yes, I do. It takes me a while to get to each and every question. Now, if I only took the questions that popped up, okay, I would miss out on a lot of questions. So I kept the scroll slowly. So the scroll only goes as fast as I let it because I answer every single question. Start fresh. Why not use wheel strategy selling puts? Okay, now start fresh. You're new here. When I say it had to be simple, it was created for a 9-year-old. Okay, my 9-year-old understood perfectly a covered call. You want to throw puts in there? No. That's where I would lose her. Too much information overload. And then she'd say, no, Daddy, it's too complicated. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. No way for her to lose. That's the strategy. Okay? Never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Weekly options only. Consistent profits. And make sure the numbers work. That's it. 5 criteria, 5 rules. KG, when your stock is down, are selling lower calls? Do you do diagonal over time to go higher? Yes, I do. It always comes down to the numbers. Hello from Jennifer. At this moment in time, they are on Kindle. However, here's some good news, interesting news. My son has quit his 40-hour-week job and is going to be joining me. So he's younger, so he understands all this crap. So he is going to fix the website. All the books will be available on the website. The T-shirts, they'll be available on the website. So coming new year, everything's going to be a little different. ZZ. It's the last week of the year. Did you receive 1% a week in 2024? ZZ, I made a shitload more than 1% per week this year. 2 or 3 strikes out of the money? Absolutely, Jen. Hello from Jennifer. Usually does the closest strike price as long as he's making his 1%. Usually. But when the stocks go down, I like to say 3 to 4 strikes out so I'm not at risk. Okay, it always comes down to simple, safe, predictable, consistent. My number one is safety. Okay, Flock Queen, I haven't heard from you in a while. Cool beans. Okay, Flock. Had Macy 17 calls expiring today. Any reason my stock wasn't called away? Well, the thing is, Flock, options expire tomorrow, not today. So everything will be, what do you call it? The I's will be dotted, the T's will be crossed over the weekend. On Monday, you'll either have it or you won't have it. Okay, if you sold the 17s, which means you're giving the right to someone else at 17, and the stock closed at 17.54, more than likely on Monday you'll have all your cash back. More than likely. Talk to me on Monday and let's see what happens. Okay? So I'm kind of curious. It's happened to me once or twice. Yep. Hello, Jennifer. He does the closest strike price. He's making 1%. Thank you. I'm not seeing any comments. Okay, manifesting Blue Star. I don't understand what you mean. You're not seeing any comments. It's the last week of the year. Did you get 1%? Yes, I did. Okay, over the weekend. Well, actually, no. Because Monday and Tuesday still goes on this year. So you won't see the actual year-to-date profit and losses until sometime next week. Hello from Jennifer. Thank you very much. Gerard Cronin, can you share your list you're watching, please? Dividend. Oh, is it? Wait. It is 11:30, and that is the actual last question. The last question. Can I share my list? Okay, you are watching? Yeah. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. There you go. Okay. You guys have to do something. I can't give you everything. Flock Queen, thanks. You're welcome. It's 11:30. I am done. This is officially my last Friday night. I will not be doing Friday nights again. Unless, of course, I'm really motivated. But this is my last Friday night. Tomorrow night will be my last Saturday night. And then next week, it starts a whole new year and a whole new schedule. Okay, I'm going to be doing some more live. Only because while I was in Vegas last week, I have figured out, aloha, nui loa, my brother, namaste. I believe that's the right one, namaste. Or shoots. Thanks for being here, Dave. I don't know where you get the name Dave from. Okay? Hey, everybody, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk. Where do you get the name Dave from? Flock Queen, what's the New Year schedule? Do I do Forex? No, I do not do Forex. Okay, so the New Year schedule is going to be 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, and 9 o'clock Pacific. Because when I was in Vegas last weekend, I noticed when I'm here, it's the same crowd almost all the time. Same crowd, same people all the time. And it's great, don't get me wrong. But when I was in Vegas, okay, I was on at 9 o'clock, which is 3 hours later than here. So it's kind of like midnight here. So at 9 o'clock in Vegas, it was a whole new crowd that's never heard from me before. Well, great. That's a whole new crowd. TL Travel Designs, cool beans, wonderful, wonderful. Now, I will see you guys again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be my last Saturday night. Then I'll see you guys Sunday night. And then the schedule changes because the whole new year is going to be different. So I'll be doing more shows, but not on Friday and Saturday. Flock Queen. All right. So you guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow. This is James. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Okay? Now, like I said, the screen here is live on YouTube. It is recorded. You can go back and watch any recording you want. All right? Have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. Have a nice night, everyone. Over that way and down that way. And now the end is near. And so I face. Bye, all y'all. Have a good day. Love.